Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Mignon Cobra and I make minimalist videos. So today's video is going to be minimalism. I am worthy without stuff. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Let's get it, let's go! Woo! Okay, so I'm doing one of these things where I'm like mass filming. I have like all my stuff here. I'm literally just changing my hairstyle and throwing on a different shirt so it looks like a new day. Yeah, but it's really good not wearing makeup because I don't have to change my makeup. You don't even know. Yeah, so anyway, without further ado, let's just start talking about the video because yeah. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know I've always been the, rebel minimalist, the black sheep of the crew, but I've kind of become more traditional recently. It's been a week since I've become a full minimalist, as in I'm gonna actually try being a minimalist as opposed to just using minimalist principles because I'm trying to save money. Yeah, so if you guys followed my other videos, you'll know that I talked about how like I'm worthy of material things, like I'm gonna treat myself to luxury stuff and blah 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 blah. But ever since I embraced being like vegan, a lot of luxury stuff is not cruelty free, so I cut that out. And so once I realized I wasn't gonna be able to purchase expensive stuff anymore, I was like, well, okay, now what? Then I started to realize that I had value without expensive or designer or luxury stuff. I realized that, yeah, I'm worthy without material stuff. And that's crazy because I really used to think that I needed to buy material things to give myself value. So yeah, let's just start talking about the video. Okay, so number one, I struggled. Even when I indulged, I struggled financially and I struggled emotionally and I struggled in terms of like my values. To kind of give you an idea, I don't know, maybe I'm just not there financially, but when I bought luxury stuff, I really felt kind of like I couldn't really justify the price. Like, I read something in the book about like the glittering, something about millionaires, the millionaire next door, and when you try to emulate the glittering rich who actually can quote unquote afford it, then it's just like it's not sustainable. So I was really struggling financially to buy these material things, so it kind of took away from the joy of it. When I would buy things within my means, I felt really happy I could just enjoy the product and I wasn't really like feeling crap about how much I spent on it, so yeah, even when I indulged, I didn't like, I still kind of struggled. And also like value wise, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I bought this really expensive thing for myself, but I don't feel that much better. Like, I kind of still more or less still feel the same. So I felt like, what's the point? And then I'd be like, why am I doing something I kind of feel like is pointless? And then I could kind of be like, what am I doing? What are my values? Like, what am I doing? And it's just really shitty. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I kind of had was, I kind of like learned that I'm like worthy of without material things is that less is more. I've kind of realized that when I realized that I'm worthy without material things, then I didn't feel like I needed material things. And then when I had less material things, I started to enjoy like the zen of just like less stuff, like the, clutter-free countertop, tongue twister there, and knowing that it's that way in itself. It's not that like I've shoved everything in a cupboard and that's why it looks that way. It's kind of like there's nothing there because there's nothing there, and it was like really freeing. I could like put things on surfaces and just like it's just like there's just so much more space, and it felt good. Like it's just I've just been really enjoying the power of less is more. I don't know how to explain it, guys, but once you discover it, it's a good thing. And then the next thing is that kind of pushed me to enjoy, knowing that I'm like worthy without material stuff is the book Goodbye Things. And this book was really good because I had got it in my head, in my rebel phase, that I was like, I deserve luxury stuff. Like, if I'm gonna own very little, I deserve the best. But the book made a wonderful point. Something that costs 5 times more is not gonna give you 5 times the happiness. A cheap phone and an expensive phone are still gonna just make you the more or less, beyond the basic essentials, a roof over your head, food and clothing. Your happiness peaks after a certain point, so it doesn't really matter how much more expensive it is. So I was kind of like, well, if then that's the case, then screw it, man. I can use my money for better things. So yeah, I gotta give credit to the book because that's the book that kind of helped me let go of desire. And then the next thing that I kind of realized that I was worthy of without material things is my earlobes. If you guys have ever seen my other videos, I think I talked about it. I have 3 holes, and I used to have this piercing the surgical steel in the last hole, and I kept the first two empty for when I'd buy more earrings. You know, I didn't because I'm a minimalist, but I had this idea that they're there and they're empty and they're ready for when I bring in more stuff. So I was always in a state of emptiness for the sake that I'm gonna put in more stuff. I'm gonna put in more stuff. So I moved the earring and I put it in the first hole, and the other holes don't matter. I'm like, the main hole is filled, I'm satisfied, I'm good, and I don't want to fill in the other holes. The first hole looks classy, looks pretty. I am whole. I am enough as I am. And that's kind of how that is the symbolism for how I feel right now. I feel like what I have right now is enough, and I feel like I am enough. I am enough. I am who I am is enough, and it has nothing to do with material stuff. So that is just a really freeing thing. I don't know how to explain that. That has kind of like then gone into my makeup and my jewelry. Beyond these two pieces of jewelry, so I have this bracelet that has my name on it, which I've owned since I was born. It says my name on it, Natalie, and it's gold, and my mom gave it to me. You can see like the notch. Here's like from when I was a baby and from when I'm an adult. And these earrings. That's all the makeup, that's all the jewelry that I own. I used to have like rings and a necklace and spare stuff, just like a little bit. Like I slowly decluttered that. But I'm like, beyond these two, which are like metal, so I can shower with it. This is gold and this is surgical steel. I was like, I don't need jewelry and I don't need makeup, and it's just like there's just so much more space now that I don't have it. Like I'm just like, now that I have that, I feel like I feel whole and I feel complete, and I am just so in love with this feeling of just feeling complete, you know? Like I'm doing the March no makeup thing, and I've already written down the things that it's only been a week, but I have already like, I'm gonna save that, guys, for my video, for my update. I've already written down all the things that I'm gonna talk about just like from this 1 week alone, and it's just been so like, it's been really nice, guys, like really freaking nice. If I had known it'd be this nice, I would have done it when I wanted to do it a year ago. When I wrote a year ago, I wrote my makeup, is it a waste of time? I kind of had to get this feeling. I'm like, makeup is a waste of time, but I didn't have the balls to follow it through. But this time I did, and I'm just like, fuck yeah. I'm trying not to swear in these videos, but yeah, that's kind of all the things that I want to talk about. What I've been really vibing with this whole like embracing full minimalism. One of the big things that I've really enjoyed is this feeling that I am enough. So yeah. If you enjoyed this video, all that I ask is that you subscribe, and